Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Osa, and tonight we are playing Farm Sim 19 on the Old Stream Farm. And I have no idea why this tractor is here with a plough on the back. I have no idea why I'm here with the plough on the back. I really don't. I did just buy a field of grass. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll cut the grass. Which means I'm going to have to buy myself a mowing contraption. I've also got 30,000 euros, which is quite nice. I think maybe the plan was to plough up the grass and then reseed it, because the field needs ploughed and cultivated, limed. But I'm thinking we grab ourselves a mower. Hey, Hail Team! We cut the grass, we grab the loading wagon. I should make sure we actually do have... We don't have a mower, do we? No. Okay, so we'll grab the mower, we'll buy a mower. We'll grab the loading wagon. Collect all the grass off our new grass field, stick that in the silo, and then we'll plough the grass in. Because it won't be a very good yield because it's not fertilised. It needs lime, it needs ploughed, so that's all negatives on the yield. But a little bit of grass will go a long way when we have some animals to feed it to. So, how are you doing tonight, Hail Team? So, once again, we will go... I don't know. That's only 2.7 meters. That one sits on the front. So there's only a limited number of mowers. This one has the best operating width. It doesn't row it up very well. We'll do that though. How much windrowers while we're here? That one's only 10. We did just use half our money though, so I'm not going to windrow it. Ah, cool. Yes. One of the kids is in bed, the other one is supposed to be sleeping on the floor in the office until the first one goes to sleep. Sadly, putting them to bed at the same time in the same room tends to result in nobody going to sleep until 10 o'clock or later, which is not good for school nights. G6. I don't want to go this way. Well, I should probably put the beacons on. So I did notice on Field Mountain the other day, the traffic on that map moves at 30 miles an hour. So it doesn't take much for you to pull out in front of a vehicle. It comes out of nowhere, slams into the side of you and sends you off into the distance. So I'm going to have to watch that on that map. Is this my field? This is my field. Yay, field. Okay. Remember back in 17 this was an arable field and quite tricky because it's not a pleasant shape. Trees all around it that just get in the way. However, I could probably turn the beacons off now. It was kind of useful on that power line holder upper thing, pylon, that just gets in the way of everything. Was not a good field to run a worker on. I think being a grass field, it's probably a better plan, although there used to be a lot of grass fields on this map. Running a harvester along this bit was awkward too. Okay, back at the entrance. Not an easy field to mow even. It's like we're missing a fair amount because of the contours of the ground. It's relatively easy with this mower attachment, and that didn't get cut. Probably end up doing is just going around the field a few times, finish off the middle bit and then run counterclockwise back around the edge to see how much of the extra bits we can get. Where on ATS are you driving today? this one off. I don't know if I've got the width to do all of that. Oh yes we have. Okay then. Now, there's a little bit there which we've managed. I think there's a patch at the back here. There. That's not flat enough for this mower head. Yeah, so that wasn't always a problem with this field, is the edges aren't level. So you end up with a fair amount of missed crop. No matter what you try and do, you won't be able to get close to the edge on this way. Okay. Back through the middle. Oh, yeah. I've been hiring a couple of extra drivers on ATS, not that they're going to be particularly useful for my gameplay, since I play mostly multiplayer on that account. Oh dear. I should think about getting back to my primary ETS2 account or profile. Though I don't know where the driver is now, because obviously the game's updated so many times. They'll have reset back to their home base, and I can't remember where that was. Not that it's a big issue, because I've got garages pretty much everywhere. Now when I'm playing, I just use a wheel, and I set the truck, I believe, to a realistic automatic gearbox. Now I've read about using gear shifts, but unfortunately from what I'm reading the G29 gear shift has a very short lever, and so it's difficult to put an extender on it so that you can access 12 or 14 shift, 12 or 18 shift gear boxes. The old G27 has a longer lever, and those tend to sit better. With the longer lever. Okay, so that was the grass cut. We now need the loading wagon. It's not too dirty. Tractor. Don't know if that's deep. That's not deep enough. Okay. I'll put this round the back with the harvester, I guess. So the only problem with this mower is he's kind of unwieldy. We can drive through here. Yeah. Okay, it won't fit in there. I might be able to fit it along the edge of the harvester shed. Should do it. Drop. There we go. Okay, so now we need the loading wagon. I use the G29, which is more of a racing wheel than it is a trucking wheel. But as with most wheels, you can reconfigure the buttons. I think the biggest issue I had was remembering what button I'd configured as what on ETS2. And then mapping it exactly the same to ATS. It would be nice, since the games come from the same manufacturer, for you to be able to set up config on one game and then copy it or import it into the other one. Ideally, I should take a windrower to this, so this is down. This is not going to be a particularly efficient collection. Although, that said, the pickups are a lot wider in 19 than they used to be in 17. This is slow. Do this, I'll run straight back the way we came. I know some of the mowers used to include at least a level of windrowing built in, so that you didn't have to windrow if you were only using a single mower head. That doesn't seem to be the case in 19. We're just starting out, so we need to make money in order to buy the equipment we're going to need. Interesting to see how much we get out of this field. I don't expect miracles because of the field state. But we will remedy this after we've recovered all this grass. Almost up to 4. Yeah, we're up to 4 bales worth of grass now.
Out of your mouth. Go to sleep. Put that down.
Oh, nearly full. Too tight a turn. Okay, what are we up to? 21.3. Do I have enough capacity to collect all of this? We're close. And ding, we're done. This is a heavy load. This tractor has a similar horsepower to the Valtra A's I was using on Field Mountain yesterday. Where's the entrance? Over here. I think as far as ATS goes, it's I think closer to accurate than ETS2 is. It's just that ETS2 is so much more expansive. The number of countries, the closeness of the cities. So you can pick some really short journeys if you want to. Or you can head right across the continent. And yeah, they kind of complement each other, and you might